Shout out to Jory Epstein with the fire interview with Dak Prescott. Now, I want you guys to pay attention to what he said regarding Mike McCarthy, because that's why we're here. So let's go to the clip.
For a coach on the final year of his contract before in Jason Garrett. Now Mike McCarthy's on the final year of his contract. How do you approach that? Because you've had experience this before. And I mean, what do you expect to happen or what do you want to happen?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's about control I can control. Obviously, I'm very fortunate to be coached by Jason Garrett and to be able to reference this year to that last year in 2019 with him. It's still control what I can control, help and support Mike to every extent that I can. Obviously, it's unfortunate being hurt. Your coach seems like he's playing out his last contract and almost feeling like, I can't help, feeling helpless and helping him in this situation, especially a guy you believe in so much and you believe in being your head coach. But it's just continue to keep our conversations and just be real and help him in any way and help this team in any way that I can, being the leader. And obviously it's exciting when you see notes and comments Jerry makes about there being a possibility of re-signing the coach.
Yeah, absolutely. When you say that you believe him in, I mean, just because you haven't talked publicly in a little bit, what do you want fans to know about your belief in Mike McCarthy?
Yeah, that I believe in him wholeheartedly. I don't want to necessarily get into the nuts and the screws of it all, obviously. But I think he definitely deserves a chance, another contract and a chance to coach this team amongst and kind of, I guess you can say, more influence on his terms. Maybe be a good way to say it. But I wholeheartedly believe in him. The guys won a Super Bowl. I know Jerry's attested to that. There's not many guys or coaches who have done that, and to have one that can do it from experience, and I know how valuable he's been for me.
Absolutely. Last one on Mike. How did he help you offensively last year? I know some of it didn't carry over in the game books this year, but you took a big step as an offense last year. How has he helped you as a quarterback?
Yeah, so many ways. I mean, he always discusses, starts with the quarterback, and then obviously footwork's one of the main ones I've always, glorified in the sense of just calming my feet down, tying the routes with the feet and the timing of that. I think that's a huge foundation to now the way that I play this game. And I mean, I credit Mike for it, but so many nuances of the games. And excited to just continue this rehab and missing the hell out of the game right now.
Turn the pressure up. I don't quit. I don't fold under pressure. I'm the best, and I know I'm the best. And you know I'm the best.
What's going on, Cowboys Nation? It's your boy DMV back with another one. As y'all know, this is Morning Smoke. So this is where if something happens late at night or something happens in the morning or whatnot, I kind of sit on things, I sleep on it, and then I comment. So I had enough time to really digest what Dak Prescott was saying about Mike McCarthy, and a good interview by Jory Epstein. She also, talked about his rehab and him getting ready. So make no mistake, right? I do believe that Dak Prescott is a good quarterback in this league. I think that he's he's a professional. He is when you look at what a professional is in this NFL, you'd have to put his picture right next to the dictionary. With that being said, and also too, I'm one that don't believe that everything is Mike McCarthy's fault. I think that he was set up to fail this year, and I do think that Dak kind of alluded to that in that interview. With that being said, bro, I don't feel sorry for y'all. I don't feel sorry for Dak. I don't feel sorry for Mike. Because at the end of the day, all you are the opportunities that are given to you, right? So just imagine this. Dak begging for another chance for his coach, another opportunity, another chance. Bro had 5 chances. You got 5 years. You got 5 opportunities, right? And for people like me who have to work for my opportunities all of the time, I can't feel sorry for somebody who's had every opportunity, every chance. Now, you might say this last year, the roster might not have been what we wanted, but we had 3 12-5 seasons in a row. So at what point does he deserve another chance? Like, what constitutes him coming back and Jerry rolling the dice on him again when he's had 5 opportunities. And he's still going through this opportunity right now, and maybe they finish strong, but for me, I mean, I don't know. I know what the consensus is going to say. The people that cape hard for Dak, you're going to say, well, what else is he supposed to say? Is he supposed to throw his coach under the bus? No, he's not, but I'm tired of this stuff. That's all it is. Like, he did exactly what he was supposed to do. And I guess that's kind of the problem. I think at this point, we're going to need more from Dak. We're going to need more from him as a leader of men, because nobody before he went out with that injury was playing with the urgency that said, hey, I want this guy to stay around. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if the roster is what it is. I'm looking at the urgency of the players. I'm looking at the urgency of the guys. That has nothing to do with the performance or the result. Has nothing to do with the result. I'm looking at the effort. I'm looking at the mistakes. I'm looking at, oh, here we go. We starting slow again. Oh, I'm looking at, we get in the red zone. We keep turning the ball over. I'm looking at the things that he talked about that we could control, and I do not feel like this team was urgent. I don't feel like we want to point back to that Green Bay game. I don't think we were urgent. Every time there's a must-win game, we come out and we're not urgent. That has everything to do with, hey, you guys could have played harder for him, or we could have coached harder. Either way, that something has stayed the same, and it needs to change. And maybe changing the coach changes that. Maybe it makes things uncomfortable again. Had an opportunity to talk with Foots the King, and I told him, for me, I'm like, F out of here, Dak. I'm not trying to hear this, bro. I'm not trying to hear it so y'all can come back here and, oh, he gets another chance, and y'all go out there and not be urgent again. Everybody needs to be put on notice. Everybody. Nobody needs to feel comfortable, especially not my quarterback at this point, because we saw what being comfortable was for you. You didn't play well this year. That's why you regret it, because you didn't have the urgency and you didn't take care of the plays and the things that you could have taken care of this year. Nobody can sit here and tell me that. I don't care what happened. I've seen Dak play before, and you can't tell me that was urgency Dak right there. Wasn't. I can count on my hand how many of these guys have been playing urgent. But this is what I will say, and this is what I am with. I'm looking at a couple of these young guys that I'm evaluating on whether or not I feel like they're worthy to come back. And there's some young guys out here that's playing their ass off, that's playing their hearts out. Hoffman is one of them. I want Hoffman back. Golston's one of them. I want Golston back. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what this is where we get the opportunity to see who really wants to be here, because those guys are playing urgent. I want guys like that who gonna scratch and claw and start the fight and finish the fight. I want guys like that, man. You know what I'm saying? But everything I got from Dak yesterday in that, I'm not trying to hear it because I didn't see the urgency to keep him. I didn't see the guys putting forth that, and guys coming together and having that collective urgency group. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be the leader, and we were watching that team, and all 11 people were playing, like 11 people on the field at a time. Everybody was playing, you know what I'm saying, as 11 individuals. I didn't see us collectively have the urgency. So, excuse my, for better words, hey, Mike McCarthy deserves to be on the hot seat right now. He deserves that. That's what he deserves. All right, whether or not the front office decides to go through with it, it is what it is. But for me personally, I think this place needs a change. I think it needs a change of the guards, and I think they need to be able to bring in a talent that goes in with the coach that's coming in here, that's not inherited, that they have to, hey, oh, we signed this guy. I mean, you're gonna have that with Dak, and you're gonna have that with CD, but for the most part, what we need a coach that's gonna come in here, and guys are gonna be put on notice, and if you fit in, you get to stay. And if you don't, you get your walking papers. And that's what it is. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's time to get guys walking on eggshells right now. I don't need Jalen Tolbert feeling comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Because if Mike McCarthy comes back, Jalen Tolbert is comfortable. I don't need guys like that. And I don't have an issue with Jalen Tolbert per se, but I mean, it's been 3 years. You know, Parcells said you are what you are after about three years. And right now we're not seeing the things that we've been hearing about. So I don't mean to single out Tolbert, but you know, that's just who came to mind right then and there. There are a whole bunch of other guys. But I need guys scratching and clawing. And guess what? Tolbert will be here, so we have the opportunity to scratch and claw. So it's not like I'm saying get rid of Tolbert. I'm saying it needs to be urgency. Not no, well, we're going to give him time to... Nah. Whoever can play, can play. And that's what it needs to be. But let me know what y'all think, man, in the comments. I'm out. Peace.